This is Preston with MD Roofing. We're going to be doing a shingle repair test on this 3-tab shingle in Simpsonville, South Carolina for Allstate. This shingle right here was marked by an Allstate inspector as wind damage. You can see it's ripped off the entire shingle, more than just a crease. So we're going to start by repairing this shingle. This shingle stretches between these 3 tabs, and we're going to remove it and reuse the original shingle to try and attempt a repair on it. So I'm going to start by scraping up this shingle. We're using a certified roof snake product, so it has the device on the end that's used to actually hit the nail into the roof. We're going to be getting up under it, and the angle was designed to where it's not going to crease the shingle as much. So as we scrape up the shingle, you can see there's a little bit of mat transfer there. You can see the fiberglass in the shingle, and it kind of starts to transfer all along. And we're just using a light amount of pressure on it. You can see even more mat transfer right there, right there. So the shingle's already starting to damage, but I'm just going to go ahead and continue the repair. I'm going to try and get underneath this one. Trying to do this as light as I can, but there is more mat fracture right there. Even this is the part where it got stuck, but even right here where it wasn't necessarily stuck, the mat is actually still transferring. And if you look at the bottom side of the shingle, some of that seal strip went with it. Some more mat transfer right over here. You can see the end of the shingle is marked right there. I'm gonna go ahead and try and remove the first nail. The shingle just broke through. I'm trying to remove the first nail. Thankfully, this is the shingle that we're actually gonna be repairing. And the nail seems to be lodged in there pretty good. There goes the first nail. Second nail is going to be right up under here. The broken shingle has actually made it a little bit easier to access it, so hopefully it doesn't tear through. As you can see, it tore through again. So we're going to try our best to get this nail out of here with the roof snake. All right, there we go. The nail should be out. See if we can grab that. Scraping up this shingle. Trying to be very light with it, as you can see. Trying to treat the shingle like it's very delicate, but there's still mat transfer underneath this. So we're gonna go up underneath this shingle that's already unsealed and utilize the break in between the shingles to hopefully not break this one. As you can see, it already broke through, but we're still gonna remove this nail anyways. The cool thing about this roof snake is it allows us to not bend the shingle up past 45 degrees. So on a repairable shingle, you're actually able to repair it without damaging it. Just tore up this one. You can see that there's still more mat transfer right there, but we're just going to continue with the repair. Get up under this. That one wasn't even set into the shingle at all, but we're going to remove that nail too. There's that one. Now we have to unseal this layer of shingles to get the nails that are nailed into the top of this shingle that runs up underneath these 2 layers. Trying to do this one. This shingle actually might end up cracking. You can see the mat has completely fractured through, and there's plenty of so the last phone was old. It overheated. You know, it is clear skies out today. It's 1 p.m. in the afternoon, but where we left off on the repair was actually removing the top nails that are nailed in right above this seal strip on this shingle. This is the shingle in subject, so we're going to go ahead and resume the repair. So as you can see, there was mat transfer up underneath. I believe I already showed it in the last video, but we're targeting this nail and this nail right now. So I'm gonna go up underneath this shingle, which this shingle is a shingle that we are not repairing. So if it does get damaged, you know, we may not be able to reuse it. So we're gonna go ahead and attempt to peel this nail up. As you can see, the mat is pulling away from the shingle, and I'm using the certified roof snake to get the nail out. Trying to do it with some care, but it actually ended up popping through the shingle. So you can see it didn't come out of this side, it came out from underneath. And the nail's already slid down to right here, or it was on the roof snake. So we're gonna go up underneath this shingle right now, up under this layer of shingles to get this nail out. This shingle we're also not repairing, and it looks like that one also ended up breaking. So as you can see, the mat and the seal strip is actually compromised on this shingle just from tearing up this nail. But we're gonna keep proceeding with the repairs no matter what, because we need to repair this roof as specified by Allstate. So we're gonna keep coming along the shingle. Right up here, more mat transfer. As you can see, I'm not bending the shingle up past 45 degrees. And we're gonna go ahead and try and get this nail out by going underneath this shingle. This one we actually might have some luck with. Yep. So that was the first nail that actually came out the way it was supposed to. And if you see up underneath this shingle right here, there is multiple points of mat transfer where that fiberglass mat has actually transferred with the shingle. So, and it looks like we're already starting to see some creasing right along there and along this shingle right here. Gonna go for this one. Just as a reminder too, we are on the front slope of the roof where this shingle was paid to be repaired. So we're gonna go up underneath this shingle. More mat transferred. I apologize about the noise in the background. There is a music festival going on right over that way. We're gonna go ahead and try and get this nail up. Looks like this one's starting to come out close, but no cigar. It actually ended up popping through. So we're gonna have to go underneath to get this shingle out. Nail is out. We're also gonna have to unseal. This shingle's already unsealed. We're gonna have to unseal this one as well. And our last nail should be somewhere right here, which it looks like we got lucky. This shingle's actually ready to be taken out. Go ahead and take this shingle out. So this is a shingle that was on the house. As you can see, wind damage, blown off tab. We're actually gonna put, for the sake of the ripped off shingle, we're actually gonna keep this right side up and reinstall it. So, and as you can see, the bottom of this shingle, just from unsealing, has ripped right there, there, and there, which pretty much means that this shingle would also need to be repaired. Not to mention the multiple creases along all these shingles, even on the second layer, but the ones that were directly affected also are creased as well. So this shingle is most likely not repairable, but we're gonna go ahead and reinstall this shingle. We can't use the same nail holes anymore because they're holes in the shingle and the nail won't be able to hold as well, so we're gonna have to create new ones. But we're lining that shingle right back up in there. Try and line this up to the best of our ability. And then we're gonna go for the nailing. So the way that we're gonna nail these shingles is by popping a nail into the roof snake, which is certified. It just slots right into there, and we're actually going to hit this part of the roof snake to hit that nail in, And then we're gonna need to finish the nail and drive it fully into the shingle after we're all said and done. Got my hammer, and we're gonna go ahead and start nailing this shingle back on. Go from left to right. So this shingle's already unsealed. We're gonna go ahead and put our first nail in right there. As you can see, just from hammering the shingle, thousands of granules have already come off the roof. So that's just shingles being further damaged. So we're gonna try and hammer the rest of this nail in here. It looks like it was bent a little bit. Should be good enough. And then we're going to go for nail number 2. Get that root snake up there. Try and keep this as straight as we possibly can here. Make sure that this one goes in straight. Nail's falling out. Because of the brittleness of the shingle, it's probably harder to put a nail through. Try number 2 with this roof snake.